Hello, and in today's video, we are going to go ahead and find out if Joseph, we'll use J to represent this information, has 3 gallons of lemonade, I believe it was. Then, if each friend is given 1/8 of that gallon, how many friends can he serve? So let's go ahead and first start off with the information we have. There's in total 3 gallons. And each portion that is being given out is being divided, in essence, because you have 3 gallons and you want to see how many of those. So we have 3, and then we're going to divide by 1/8. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead. So we'll put, in this case, let me put the right sign, 3 divided by 1/8, and we'll use, that's our fraction. So in this case, we have 3 and 1 divided by 1/8. Now, there is an essential thing to know when we cover this, and that is keep, change, and then flip, which is an acronym to say you keep the first. In this case, we're going to turn the 3 into a fraction. So usually whenever you have like a number, 3, 2, whatever, it's always 3/1. So then I'm going to go ahead. I have, we'll say 3/1, and then we'll change our friend here to 3/1. And we have 1/8. So you keep the first fraction the same. You change the sign. So in this case, let's put this over here. So in this case, you change it to multiplication. You kind of do you do the opposite of the current sign because it's easier to, in this case, take division and turn to multiplication. Now, when you do that change, you need to flip your second fractions of this guy into its reciprocal. Now, reciprocal is a fancy word to say you flip it the opposite way. So in this case, we have 1/8. So if I'm going to do that upside down, the 8 goes on the top and the 1 goes on the bottom. So I have 1 and then I have 8. That becomes, in this case, 8/1. So now I have 8/1. Now 8/1, just like 3/1, any number that's like a fraction where it's like a number over 1, it always means it's just that number. So you can kind of think of it in different terms as, in this case, we have 3 times 8. It's just like that, except in fraction form. So now you do 3 times 8, which is going to give us 24. So in this case, you have, so let's see, so this is our reciprocal, that's our, and then this is our big concept of this question is the keep, change, flip idea. And you end up with, let me change this to green so we know this is our answer since we have a lot of numbers hanging around. And here we have 24 friends that Joseph can serve with this 3 gallon of lemonade. If each friend is given 1/8 of that. So think of it as, in this case, let's change this up here. So we'll have like a, what would be a good symbol for this? We could do, we'll do an octagon since it's 8 and this has 8 sides. So in this case, it'd be like breaking a hole up into 8. So we'll use purple, or let's make it color based off the lemonade. So lemonade is usually going to be yellow. There we go. And then we connect all the sides. So in this case, I went from, so this is another way to think about it, is you have a whole amount of something. 24, in this case, not 24, 3 gallons of lemonade. That's what the green is representing, green octagon. And then you take it and you break it up by 8, or in this case, 1/8, we'll say. So in this case, that means that one friend, so let's use green, that means that one friend is given this amount. Now, this is just showing how it gets broken up. There's not 24. There's not room for 24 there. In this case, you would need to have like 3 of these to have that happen. But essentially that is what you're doing.